In Manchester, I'm going to say to you, a women-only train carriage. What do you say to me?
I say that it's helpful for women who feel like they need protection, but should not be the only solution to sexual harassment on public transport.
Now, Neve, what do you think it sends as a signal to teenage boys? Because I'm reading here, I wouldn't have guessed it, that you're 15.
Yeah.
What kind of a signal are you sending to your friends who are boys who are 15 that you're saying, look, mush, push off?
Well, I think that saying that we should have women-only carriages does not imply anything to teenage boys other than the fact that males in certain situations can make females feel unsafe. And so, therefore, I would hope that boys that I am friends with would understand that me saying that this is what is needed, they would understand that sometimes their gender does make others feel uncomfortable, especially when it's late at night or they have been getting rowdy or possibly drinking alcohol.
And as a 15-year-old in Manchester, do you feel unsafe on public transport?
Well, I rarely take public transport late at night. I usually take it during the day when it's bright outside. I've never experienced issues on public transport, but I do have female friends who have felt uncomfortable.
Carol, what about you?
Well, I would say that it's very sad that a 15-year-old feels that we need that. Then the message we need to send out to our children. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and I bring both of my children up. One is male and one is female. You know, to have respect for other people and to also know that bad people come in both genders. And this is like saying that women don't attack other women, which is ridiculous because prisons are full of violent women. And it's also saying to young children, females, that all men are bad, and they're not. You know, good people come in both genders and bad people come in both genders. And we need to have a society where people can walk down the street and feel safe, and that is not helped by saying you need to get in a female-only carriage, because if you don't, it implies you're going to be attacked, which is ridiculous.
And we can start, I think, I'm asking both of you to agree with this. The British Transport Police say the number of sexual offences committed on trains and at stations has risen to record levels. And that means, even though you don't like the idea, Carol, you should be having a conversation about how to keep safe with your children. So
I do.
Of course you are, but what are you telling them?
I'm telling them that they don't put themselves in positions of danger, and that means, you know, being out alone at night, whether you're with female, you know, you should be able to go out at night, but not when it's dark. It's things like people like, you know, getting on a train with another person, be it male or female. Don't travel late at night on your own. Don't drink too much so you're in a state when you're getting on a train. All those sorts of things. You know, when you're out, make sure you've got the route home. All that sort of thing. It's basic common sense that my mother taught me, that I taught my children. And the only time I've ever had an incident on a train was when another woman tried to have a go at me, and it was intercepted by a man.
Wow. Neve, what do you think about the men who are great? I mean, what is your view of women-only travellers do for all the men listening who are fabulous? Great dads, great uncles, they're all listening now. What do you think about them?
Well, I think that's fabulous, because what we need is, I'm not saying that there are all bad people on men. It's a case of not all men, but yes, all women. Not all men on the railway carriages, not all men are bad and looking to harass women. But at one point, all women have felt uncomfortable. So the ability that there are men out there that are looking out for females and those more vulnerable is amazing. And can I just respond to the comment about teaching your children not to be out late at night or in the dark or not drink too much? That's a prime example of victim blaming. You're trying to say that just because someone was drinking alcohol, just because someone was out late at night, just because someone got on a train without their friends, you're saying that if they get into one of those situations, that's their fault.
No, I didn't say that.
Fault.
I didn't say that. What I said was, it's your responsibility not to put yourself in a position of danger, because if you do put yourself in a position of danger, that is more likely to happen. If it does happen, it's not your fault. fault.
All right,
The
thank
only
you.
women in perfect health, and there are bad people out there, bad people, it could be male or female.
All right, thank you both. It was fascinating listening to you. There was a bit where you spoke over each other at the end. Sorry about that, but thank you both very much indeed. Carol Ubaldi, calling from Newport, has got a 13-year-old and another teenager, a boy and a girl, and Neve is 15, and says, if people feel uncomfortable, you should do something about it. But the argument is, of course, what? And here's a comment from Stuart Martin on the email. This idea demonises all men. It marks us all as potential sexual predators. In today's society, men are demonised as potential paedophiles too. Where does it all stop?